Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and today I am ranking all of the celebrity photo ops I have taken. I thought this would be a fun video to follow up on my Comic-Con vlogs and all the pictures I post to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and go ahead and give my opinions and rank every single one of the celebrity photo ops I've gotten the opportunity to take at conventions. So back here amongst the glare, you always see these photo ops in my videos. They serve as a background and are definitely something I've gotten really on board with over the past several years. A really fun experience for me personally, and although they drain my bank account, the experiences are usually far worth it. Thus, I've racked up 27 photos with celebrities at conventions to rank here today. Now, this is not a ranking of the celebrity. This is not really a ranking of the convention or a rating of how smoothly things went, though in some instances that also plays a factor into my overall feeling and thought toward the picture itself. But I tried to keep this mostly based on the pictures themselves. Now, this is not a definitive ranking. If you ask me tomorrow, I'll probably have some of these pictures in different places. Also, it's really hard to rank the photos, so most of these are on like a pretty even playing field, and there's just kind of like levels of how I view the photos. So this is by no means a gospel. But in saying all of that, I have 27 to get through, so let's cut the chit chat and get to the ranking. So coming in at number 27, aka dead last, I have my photo with Tom Hiddleston. Yes, Loki himself. This was my first picture at Ace Comic Con. Ooh, and the whole experience was a mess. If I were ranking just the experiences, this would also come in dead last. But as you can see, I just wasn't ready. It was like, oh, turn. I didn't even have time. I don't know. It was a mess, and I ended up looking like a hot mess. So yeah, this is my least favorite. Again, at 26, I have my photo with Jason Momoa. This was the very first photo op I ever did at Wizard World way back in 2017. And it was another one where I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't know what was going on, and I just like, ugh, I do that too often, as you'll see, unfortunately. And it just didn't look great. I don't love how I look. He looks awesome, but my half of the picture, not so much. At number 25, I have this photograph of me and Tom Holland from Ace Chicago, 2019. So the fun part about this picture is that it was a photograph I took with my friend Teresa, Miss Risa, and unfortunately her eyes were closed. Or should I say, fortunately, her eyes were closed, because that means I got to put my arms around Tom Holland again. This is just my half of the photo, cropped it down. And again, I just don't look great. I like the pose. He looks wonderful as always. And the memory behind the picture is top notch, but the picture of me itself, not great. So it's at 25. At number 24, I have my photo with Taron Egerton from Ace Chicago 2019. Some parts of this photo I love, that he actually wore the custom-made rhinestone Taron jersey that I made and brought for him. Unfortunately though, the whole exchange was really like awkward and underwhelming, and I looked terrible in our picture. I should have just like looked up at him. Plus our hand placement, I was hoping the hands would be lower so that you could at least read the names on the back, and the back's more straight, but it is what it is. I was really happy he even wore the jersey at all. Just wish the photo came out a little bit better. At number 23, I have my pick with Lee Pace from Ace Chicago 2018. This was a last-second decision for me, deciding to get a picture with Lee Pace. Super glad I did. He was so tall, though. So in our embrace, I looked like just such a little mismatch next to him. And Lee rocking the really shaggy cap look, you know, it is what it is. The photo is fine. I don't really have a problem with the picture at all. It just doesn't really stand out amongst all of the celeb pics I have. At 22, I have my first pick with Sebastian Stan from Ace Seattle 2018. I actually think this picture is alright. I am just kind of in a weird contorted position. So out of all of my like side-by-side pictures, I don't know, I think I look a little bit strange in this one. He looks great, of course, but yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's not my favorite of my like just standard pose pics. At number 21, I have my picture with Zachary Levi from FanX 2019. Pains me a little bit to put this so low because Zachary Levi looks so good in this picture, and I love it. I love that he did this pose with me. I think it's such a cute like composition. If only this worked and this worked, I don't know. I just look not very good. But my overall experience with the picture just kind of lifts it up a little bit. Zachary Levi, that cute face he's making, everything about his half of the picture and how down he was elevates it to this level. I just don't think I look that great. So, what a shock. I ruined the picture. At number 20, I have this photo with Ty Sheridan from Ace Phoenix 2019. I actually think this photo is pretty alright all around. I think I look fine. I think Ty Sheridan looks fine. It just is kind of one of those that sits in the middle. It doesn't yell out to me. The experience itself wasn't anything to really make it stand out. So, it comes in at number 20. At number 19, I have my photograph with Michael Fassbender from Ace Phoenix 2019. I actually think the picture is pretty cute independently. I think I look good in the pic for once. Yay. And of course Michael Fassbender looks great in his little sweater. Little fun sweater there. And he did the pose I asked for like a prom pose. As you can see, I think just the overall composition came out slightly awkward in the pose that I asked for, and that's what keeps it from moving higher. But all of the ingredients work all right there. Just in an awkward final composition. At number 18, I have my photo with Chris Evans and my friend Echo from Ace Chicago 2018. I actually think I look good in the photo. I don't have a problem with the photo myself. Unfortunately, Echo really wasn't a fan of the picture and how it came out on her end. And that really just kind of like bummed me out as well because I wanted her to have a great experience getting to meet Chris Evans. So again, I think my little portion of the photo looks fine. It just is kind of like a disappointment looking at the photo because I wanted it to be a great experience for both of us. At number 17, I have my pic with Jake Gyllenhaal from Ace Chicago 2019. I actually like the photo. I think it's a little bit quirky, a little bit weird, but what else could I hope for from a picture with Jake Gyllenhaal, right? I asked for a Brokeback Mountain pose. Obviously, I'm rocking my Brokeback Mountain gear. And I think I might have been the first person to ask for that pose. More people asked later. But it was kind of like, sure, yeah, let's just do it. Didn't quite get to the pose, but overall, I don't know. It looks like kind of like a couple picture of folks trying to be distinguished. Like, I don't know. I think it's a fun, funny picture overall. And yeah, number 17. At number 16, I have my picture with Gwendolyn Christie from Ace Chicago 2019. I think the picture's fine. I actually enjoy the picture overall. I think I look fine. I think Gwendolyn looks great. And yeah, it just kind of is what it is. It was a little bit of a weird experience. She was like doing a little dance as she came in, but I told her how inspirational she was leaving. So yeah, it kind of comes in right around the mid stages of the countdown. At number 15, I have my picture with Kit Harington from Ace Chicago 2019. Initially, I probably would have put this a lot lower on the list because, I don't know, I thought I overdid it with my face, honestly. I thought it just was too much of a pouty face. But as we moved on, I'm more okay with how hard I pouted. And I love Kit Harington in this picture. It was so great that he did the pensive Jon Snow face with me. I think he actually looks better doing that face in this one than the other one came out for him. But overall, I think the picture is fun. I just could have looked better. At number 14, I have my second picture with Sebastian Stan from Ace Seattle, 2018. So there's so much I actually love about this picture. I had such a big smile on my face, and it was like a last second, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hug you, and he hugged me back. I love his face in this picture. I just wish I wasn't like pulling back. I don't know, I didn't know what to do really, so I wish I had like leaned into the pose and the hug more. That's the only part that I didn't love about the picture, but overall, it's a fun one. At number 13, I have my cosplay pic with Alexander Shipp from Ace Phoenix 2019. So this is actually the only celeb photo op I have done in cosplay, and that's because I mainly cosplay as Storm from the X-Men, and I was taking a picture with our latest Storm from the X-Men. Plus I did the little mohawk one in honor of the Storm she's done. I love her little pom-poms, I love her little pose, she was so into it and loved my cosplay, which was great. However, I didn't quite love my cosplay as much. It didn't come together quite as well as I was hoping. For the picture itself, I literally had lost my contacts earlier that day, which was a huge bummer. But it is what it is. It's kind of a fierce photo, it's kind of a meh photo, it's right in that kind of wheelhouse for me, but it stands out, and overall I like it enough. At number 12, I have my picture with Brie Larson from Ace Chicago 2019. First of all, I just love her in this picture. I think she looks great in this pic. Plus, I love that she did the little flex with me, even though we were told no poses or whatever. It was a simple pose, but one that made me really happy, and I'm so glad she was so down and cool. I think I look okay in the picture. However, I don't know. Sometimes I just like spaz out when I get up there. Even as many as I've taken, I still do it and I don't know what to do sometimes. And I think that was a little bit the case here. I could have looked better. I could have looked worse, but it is what it is. And I think the picture is cute overall. Again, at number 11, I have my picture with Kit Harington and fellow YouTuber Tyler Calvert from Ace Chicago 2019. I really love this picture overall. So Tyler wasn't even going to get a picture with Kit Harington because he's not a Game of Thrones fan, but splitting it with me, he was down, and I'm so glad that we took this dual photo op together. One, I just love that I'm basically claiming my man in this picture and holding Kit so close. Right before the picture was taken, we were told obviously like no poses or hugs, but Kit gave me a hug before our photo, which I thought was really great, and I think the picture comes out really fun, really funny, and yeah, it was a good time, and I think the picture came out nice. So breaking into the top 10, I have my picture with Tom Holland and my friend Risa from Ace Chicago 2019. This was the second pic. After her eyes were closed, we got to come back to the line and take this picture, which I think came out wonderful. I think I look so much better in this picture. I'm a little bit disappointed that I had already switched shirts before we got back in line to do the next photograph. But this, I mean, is just so adorable. We didn't get the pose that we had originally planned, but this works great too. Once again, I'm kind of like claiming my man away from Risa. But yeah, I really love it. And again, it's a really fun story that we got to take this second picture. Again, at number 9, I have my picture with Jake Gyllenhaal and my friend Echo from Ace Chicago 2019. Yes, my final dual photo, and this one also comes from Ace Chicago, and it's definitely an upgrade on our pic together with Chris Evans because she loved this picture as much as I did. I love that we did a pose, both kind of looking up at him, and we had it coordinated. I think it came out really cute, and once again, I'm like claiming my man yet again, putting my arm on Jake. That was the running theme of me sharing pictures. I kind of laid claim in each one, but I think the picture overall is really cute. It really goes. It's a cohesive picture, and it's a great experience, and it was really good to get a photo that we both loved. At number 8, I have my second photo with Alexander Shipp from Ace Phoenix, 2019. I love this picture. I just think she looks so cute. Her hair, 10, outfit, 10, 10 across the board. She's looking fire in this picture, and I just love Alexandra Shipp. Plus, I like how I look in the photo overall. I love that I got to take a picture with her based on the two properties that she was in that mean a lot to me and her connections with me. First, Storm from the X-Men. She's my favorite hero, period. And then also Love Simon. So I rocked the Love Simon shirt. I think we look really cute together in the picture, and I just really like it. At number 7, I have my photograph with Chris Hemsworth from Ace, Chicago, 2019. So, you might recognize the shirt in this picture, but this is my first photograph with Chris Hemsworth from Ace Chicago, and I think it came out really nice. Like really pressed up against him, but he looks great. I think I look good. I'm glad you can see the Thor shirt in the photo, and I finally got my picture with Chris Hemsworth, and all of that was running through my mind. Everything kind of blanked out on me as I was going through, but it turned out pretty good. At number 6, I have my photo with Tom Holland from Ace, Seattle, 2018. I really enjoyed this photo. The only reason it doesn't make it into the top 5 really is because of the circumstances surrounding it, and I have to get real nitpicky on these top photos because I do really love them all. But I wasn't allowed to pose, and it was rushed, it was crazy, it was just a really ridiculous scenario leading into the photo. But I was wearing like a Spider-Man at Homecoming type of outfit. That's at least what I had in my head when I decided to wear this. But I think we both look good in this photo. He looks great. We just go together well, and it worked. As you see from the placement here, it's probably my favorite of just the standard side-by-side posing pics I've done. Breaking in, kicking off our top 5, I have my photo with Taron Egerton from Ace, Phoenix, 2019. I love this picture. I think it's so cute. When I came in, I was like, can we do like a tango pose? He was like, sure, I don't know what to do. And I just like threw my leg to him like that, and you see the resulting face. But I love his reaction in the picture. I love that we have basically coordinating outfits in our picture. Everything about this photo I think just works. I still have some eyeliner because earlier in the day is when I did my cosplay as Storm, so I still have that makeup-y look going on, but it works for me, especially with the color coordination, all of it. Everything about this picture is great. The story's great. I love it. At number 4, I have my photo with Tessa Thompson from Ace, Chicago, 2019. Oh, I love this picture too. I think it's so good. I was rocking my little like Men in Black cosplay. I showed her the picture that I wanted to do for a pose. She was awesome. She was so cool. One of my favorite photo op experiences, and getting to meet her was amazing. She was down, like really into it, and I think the picture came out wonderful. Coming in at number 3, I have my second photograph with Chris Hemsworth from Ace, Chicago, 2019. This top 5 is basically all just a tie. Honestly, it's so hard to differentiate between my top 5. I love them all so much. And Chris Hemsworth was like my number 1. He's always been my like number 1 actor. He was the number 1 person I wanted to meet for a photo op. I love how this picture particularly came out. This is like the biggest, most genuine smile I think I've ever had. Maybe in my whole life, but certainly in a photograph. And that's kind of what makes it for me. I blanked out again. I asked him if I could get a hug for the photo. He was like, yeah, sure, come on in. And as you can see, I was hugging like I never wanted to let go. Because I never wanted to let go. He looks great. I love his hair in this picture. That came out so good. Oh, everything about this photo is just magic for me. I loved the experience. I was super scared afterward though, because I did just like smile. Genuinely like super excited and happy in the moment, and I was like, oh gosh, what's that gonna look like? Thankfully this was the result, and I was really happy with it. It's really hard not putting this as number 1, honestly, just because of that really big genuine smile, but it's not really a pose, and these top 2 got really fun poses to go along with everything else about it being amazing, and that's just kind of what ended up edging it out. Coming in at number 2, I have this picture with Tom Holland from Ace Chicago 2019. I love it. Again, I showed him the pose of him and Zendaya basically as Spider-Man. He was down for it. He's like, sure, yeah. And I think it just came out really, really good. First off, I just love his face. He seemed to have kind of a shock look face all weekend on his photos, but I think it works really well here. It's so cute. But then I nailed my pose, I think. I love the hand placement. I love the little booty pop. I love the look on my face. Most everything about how this picture came out was just fantastic. I couldn't have asked for it to be much better, and I love it. So, number 2. And now, coming in at the top spot, my favorite photo op to date is my picture with Chris Evans from Ace Chicago 2018. This was my solo picture with Chris Evans from Ace 2018 in Chicago, and I love it. I found the pose, the like dipping pose right beforehand, and I went up, asked if he'd do it. He was like, sure, yeah, whatever you want. The sweetest way possible. Oh, and then this happened, and I think the picture is literally picture perfect. I think my body looks great in the pose. My face looks as good as it can, at least in the picture, which I was worried about doing, like throwing my head back and all that. And I love his little smile. His little sideways smile in the picture is everything to me. It's such a fun pose. It's like one of my more unique pictures, and I love everything about it. All memories attached to this picture come rushing back, and I just get really happy and like warm inside, I guess, when I look at the pictures. So there you have it. That is my current number 1 fave photo op picture. Yes, I am that kind of thirsty bee up in here. I am a celebrity hoe, left, right, and center, you could say. But as I said, I have a lot of fun taking these pictures and getting to experience these photo ops, even if sometimes the surrounding events and experiences are questionable. Yes, long lines and lots of money. I know. I hope you all enjoyed going through all of the pictures I've taken and ranking them with me. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. But also, let me know, have you taken any celeb photos before? Have you experienced these photo ops? And yeah, a little bit awkward, but let me know which one of these pics is your favorite. Leave all of that in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!